Hey guys, Long Haul Larry, and I'm going to be getting to some projects a little sore today. I just got done working out all this stuff, but I'm going to be trying to do some projects, and basically I'm going to be doing this behind us. Um, Update on my back and stuff. It's just very sore. Trying to work through some of the stuff. The doctor says I got to start building muscles and everything else, so try and do as much as I can. Trying to stay away from the medication the best I can. I just don't like that stuff, but you know, once in a while in the evening especially, I've been taking it to make sure I can rest and everything. I actually had a really good night's sleep last night. So I'll show you what I'm going to do here. So the other side's all roofed and everything. This side is not. And hopefully that guy's going to be showing up today this afternoon and helping and doing stuff. But I'm going to be tearing off all this blue stuff. And there's actually some kind of siding underneath it too. And I'm going to be tearing it all off down to the house, getting rid of that stuff. And I basically have to get it so I can put OSB on there and continue on from the backside where I stopped up there. Continue on putting nice OSB on there to cover up everything so that I can seal from the house to that roof line and put the flashing and all this stuff in there. That little piece of trim that's on here, that has to come off. That little piece on the face right there on the very top. Taking that off so the drip trim fits up against it good, and then the flashing will go across the eaves and cover all that up in the future. But just tearing stuff apart, seeing what I could possibly get done today. And if I can get it that far done and get that all OSB and stuff on there, then I'll be doing flashing, and I'll put that rain ice stuff on there and see what I can do. I can't get up this slope and everything. I built myself a kind of a ladder. Last night I had a guy do this so I can just walk up there normally and stuff. But just work on this and stuff and just get everything ready, see the best I can do. So I'm gonna get working. Well, I was able to do it. Sorry about the sun glare there. I was able to get that off there, worked off a ladder, and I was able to just walk up there and just sit right on the edge of the roof there, and on those steps that he put on there for me. And I was able to work that stuff off. To tell you the truth, I probably wouldn't be pulling this off. But the problem is that back there it was built so the overhang was even with the house, and so I wall sheeted it. Now that wall sheet will be different because it's a lot thicker, because it's basically got 2 layers. So to go from this conversion over there would be this weird thing. So I want to make it out. So I'm probably not going to do this on the rest of the walls of the house. Pull this stuff off. This is solid, but behind this stuff is this kind of stuff right over here, and all this is going to have to come off. All this siding is going to have to come off of this living room part and the garage, and basically it's made out of cardboard. That's what it's made out of. So you can see the stuff behind it. It's like cardboard. So like right here is a piece of it, and you know, this is very common back in the day. They put these on, you get these in tiles. They're like this, and they nail them on, and they just nail them on like that. And then you painted them, and then for a couple of years you painted your house and everything, and you know, that was pretty common back in the day. But I don't know if you remember when I first bought this place and redid it inside that first winter. It snowed so much, the snow was over the windows. I was inside the house, and I actually opened the curtains on this window, and it was completely covered with snow all the way up to the roof line. So we get all this snow. And what happens is it sits against the house, and then when it melts, you know, when the house was putting off heat, and so it kind of melts that snow, and it makes like an ice wall in there. Then it snows again, goes behind there, and when that stuff melts, it goes into the walls. Well, this stuff is made out of basically paper. It's like cardboard. And this is what everybody's houses are done up in here like this. And people come up here and they look at the houses and go, wow, everybody's houses look like rotten and stuff. That's why. We get huge snowfalls and they sit against a house, and then it melts. Well, it has no place to melt to except into wood, into the siding. And it rots it and makes it all look bad. So I'm going to see if I can kind of measure and piece in pieces. I think I can accomplish that. Just having to take breaks here and there. The top board on that vent up there is rotten. The rest of it is solid. I tried pushing my fingernail and it's all solid wood, so I'm just going to repaint it. It's just the very top board is rotten. And now with that overhang, that'll protect that. Well, guys, I got this done yesterday. Yeah, it was as much as I could do. Just too much pain and stuff. But I got that sheeted in. I got a little chunk up yet to do. All that blue stuff's gonna have to come off this wall and everything, all the siding. But I just need to get this far so I can get the flashing done so that the roof can be done. The other gentleman, he had gotten busy. He wasn't able to come yesterday. He said that he was gonna try to get here today, but and he would flash that and everything. He knows where everything is. So I did that. But I have another gentleman that is supposed to have gone to get the steel for on the back side of the roof. And he has a trailer and everything, and it just keeps coming up with other excuses and stuff to, you know, oh, this came up and stuff. I have to go all the way to Declare, Wisconsin to get the steel. So I decided enough. So I'm using the old black F350 here. The truck was 19 feet long. I just always thought that, I didn't know anything. But I hooked all this up and I hooked the tape measure on it and it was 21 feet. I was like, oh no. So I just had to put a 2x4 across here so that the steel can sit on here. It's only 9 sheets of steel. And I got to take off and drive today. It's going to be a long drive. I don't think it's going to make my back feel very good sitting for 5 hours all the way over there. But it is what it is. I got to do. You may be saying something about delivery and everything else. Yes, I could have deliver, but they're talking 2 to 3 weeks. I have to go straight to the plant to pick this up. That's the only way I'm able to get this soon, and I can't keep leaving this house sitting open like this for this long. So I got to get this thing done. So it's gonna be a long drive today, and I'm gonna take off and run on over there and pick up the steel. So I did make it over here. Back is not doing so well. But I have all the steel loaded up. I took the trim out of the trim boxes because the box was just huge. But I figured since I'm over here, going to start working on my siding, I figured I'd get the plywood. So I got all 28 sheets of plywood in here. This is a big load for this truck. This is a heavy load. It's 5 hours back. I'm not sure I'm going to make it. I might have to stop and get a hotel or something because my back's pretty harsh. All right, I got a little better situation. I got out all the chaos over there. That trim there, it was sticking out so far out the back of the truck. I actually kind of messed around with it, put it up on top and strapped it all in and put a big leg screw through those 2x4s to hold it. So now we're a better situation. It actually drives pretty good. I just got a long ride to go back home. And my back is pretty sore. I mean, not pretty sore, it's really sore. And it was 5 hours of driving over here and then kind of a lot of walking and stuff, you know. So I'm pretty tuckered out. I don't know if I'm gonna make it back or not. We're gonna give it a try. We'll stop a few times, checking straps and stuff like that, see how we're doing. I'm gonna hit the road. Well guys, we made her back home. Everything's all intact, everything is good. I got in about 1 a.m. last night. It was a good night. It was a long drive. I will say this about it. There's a lot of plywood in there. It's a lot of treated plywood. It's a lot of money in there. That's what's going to get wrapped around the bottom of this house. Keep any kind of rot from happening and stuff. But I will say this. I've been saying this for a while on my channel about with truck driving and stuff and everything. I've been saying this. I've been making comments about I have a syndrome. It's called no-butt-itis. I said it's no-butt-itis. And that's kind of a bad syndrome to have for a truck driver. Because sitting in a chair for a long time, don't have a lot of cushion back there. Well, it gets sore. And my tailbone has always been sore. And it's been that way for, you know, a while. And ever since my surgery and stuff, I went out and I tried to drive again. I went out for about 6 months and gave it a try and I tried to drive. And I just couldn't handle it. I mean, the pain was so intense. So I've been saying this for a long time that the drives and stuff, I've always said in comments and videos and made this little comment that I have a syndrome, and it's called no-butt-itis. And basically I have no butt. And as a truck driver, that's not the greatest thing to have when you're sitting in a chair for 12 hours a day or 14 hours a day or something. I will say this about the drive. I didn't have that pain that I've had when I was driving and stuff, when I used to drive and everything. Because I used to, my lower, like, it almost, I used to say this to people all the time that it felt like my tailbone was just broken. When I tried to go back out and drive, I had a special seat and everything. I had the special seat that I had in the truck. I could not drive without that seat. And I'd actually have another pillow that I would sit on and stuff. And it almost felt like my tailbone was broken. It was so painful all the time. And I went out for 6 months and I gave it a try, and I tried it. And it was impossible. The pain was just unbearable. And that's why I was just like, I can't do this. And I drove yesterday and I did not have that pain. So that's good. That's a good thing. So surgery has fixed something. That's good. I'm very sore though today. That was a lot. So it's gonna be a pretty slow day. I think what I'm gonna do is try to get the steel unloaded. I'm gonna use a tractor and put some straps all around it and stuff, and use the bucket of the tractor and lift it up off of there, and then back the truck. I'm gonna pull it back here because it's gonna be going right back up in that roof. And I'm gonna kind of take it easy for today, kind of a little bit too much there, and try to get that all off of there and everything, and that way I can get ready and stuff. Tyler, the drunk carpenter, is on his way, and he is going to be coming up this weekend. My kids are all coming up, and they're gonna have a fun day, and then we're gonna have a work day and stuff, but they're gonna help. Tyler's gonna do that roof up there, put that steel up there for me. And so I'm gonna try to get it off with the tractor, see if I can do that. If I can get that off of there, then I'll get that off and get it set out here in the backyard and everything, get it all set up and ready. But otherwise it's gonna be kind of a casual day. So does me not having a pain in my lower butt where it feels like my tailbone's broken and I'm gonna go back drive it? No, it doesn't. I've actually started another business. I've actually started, and I'm gonna be coming out with these videos about this, about talking about this and everything, and what I'm doing now and all this stuff real soon here. Right now I have it kind of on hold on the business because of this house. I got to get it sealed up. It's becoming, I think it's actually like winter. I think it's the start of winter or something like that. Some season, I don't know, some stars or something says it's the first day of winter or something like this, or fall or something. I don't know. I'm not really sure what, but she gets down here in the morning. It's sometimes I've had 35 degrees. It's the lowest the last couple of days. So she's getting cold in the mornings and stuff. So it's coming. So I got to get this place all sealed up, and then but I'll focus on that business and I get going on that. I think what I'm going to start doing once I get the roof done and complete, get the sink sealed in so I don't have to worry about leaks, is I'm going to be working half days on my business and half days on this house, and do all the siding and stuff and working on that, and have another guy working too. But yeah, I'll be coming out of that stuff real soon, and I'll let you guys all know what's going on with that. It's pretty cool. But I'm gonna pull my truck back here and park it here, and then hook up chains and straps to it, and use the bucket. I got a big hook on the bucket, and see if I can just lift that put that steel right off of that truck and just hang it in the air, and then I'll back my truck out and just drop it on the ground. So that's the plan for the day. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope everybody out there is having themselves a great day, great night as you watch this here video. And if you're not, certainly try that all over again tomorrow. I'll catch you later. Bye.